What's up, folks? It's your buddy Fatalroadie. Tonight we're going to be doing a Raw recap. We started off with Vince McMahon coming out of a limo. Just as that's going on, Braun Strowman comes out to the ring. He says that Brock Lesnar has always been afraid of him, and at the Royal Rumble, Brock Lesnar will get these hands. Then Baron Corbin comes out and says that Braun Strowman can't beat Brock Lesnar and that he's letting the crowd down. Corbin continues to say that he'll win the Battle Royal at the Royal Rumble, and he'll do something that Braun Strowman will never do, headline WrestleMania. Braun Strowman chases after Baron Corbin backstage. Corbin disappears, but Elias is playing a song for Braun Strowman, hinting that Baron Corbin is hiding out inside Vince McMahon's limo. Strowman then starts to destroy the limousine. Vince McMahon walks up, tells Braun Strowman that he's going to fine him $100,000, and after a protest from Strowman, Vince McMahon takes away his Universal title match. Braun Strowman retaliates by flipping over the limousine, and after this we come to our first match, Ronda Rousey and Sasha Banks versus Tamina and Nia Jax. This is an match. Sasha Banks won with the bank statement on Tamina. Wasn't really a good opening match for the night. We then follow it with an interview with Ronda Rousey and Sasha Banks. They talk about the Royal Rumble match, and a whole bunch of shit gets started in between the two of them, which later leads on to a match that I'll get into in a second. We then have the Lucha House Party versus the Revival. Jesus fucking Christ. Again. How many fucking times we're going to see this goddamn fucking match over and over and over again? I am fucking sick of it. The Revival won. Okay, we're done. Over with. We then have Vince McMahon coming out to the ring. He's quickly followed by John Cena. Cena tells Vince McMahon that he's given up everything for the WWE and that he wants a chance at the Universal title. Hope you're ready for a circus, because here it comes. Then Drew McIntyre comes out. He tells John Cena to leave and that he has the ruthless aggression to win the Universal title. Then Baron Corbin comes out, and being that his feelings were hurt by Braun Strowman earlier in the night, he deserves a Universal title shot. Then Finn Balor comes out and says that he's the only person who's been Universal Champion and that he deserves a shot. Vince McMahon doubts Finn Balor's ability. Then Finn Balor starts a fight. He takes out Baron Corbin. Then Drew McIntyre takes out both John Cena and Finn Balor. Vince McMahon then announces that later on tonight we're going to have a fatal four-way, and that's coming up soon. We then have the Riot Squad versus Natalya, Bayley, and Nikki Cross. They announced that the newcomers to the main roster are not really set to both Raw or SmackDown. They'll be debuting on both brands. But for now, this is Raw debut of Nikki Cross. This is a decent match, albeit it's pretty much let's get every woman we can in one segment. I think the only thing that made this match really good was Nikki Cross's debut, which by the way was a pretty good showing. Bayley got the pin on Liv Morgan, so the faces win it. We then have a quick backstage segment where Jinder Mahal is sucking up to Vince McMahon, wanting to get into the Fatal 4-Way. Vince McMahon tells him he can challenge anybody in the 4-Way and take their place. He makes his decision, which is our next match, Jinder Mahal versus Finn Balor. This is pretty much a waste of a match. Finn Balor won with the coup de grace. We then have a triple threat match for the Intercontinental title, Dean Ambrose versus Bobby Lashley versus Seth Rollins. This is a really good match. There was a ton of action. Lio Rush interfered a lot, including getting Seth Rollins thrown out of the ring, which allowed Bobby Lashley to get the spear on Dean Ambrose for the pin, so he is now the new Intercontinental Champion, which was really a surprise. It'll be interesting to see how this goes. Just please do not give Lio Rush a microphone. We next have a moment of sleep with Alexa Bliss. She announces at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view that there'll be 6 women tag team matches. She announces at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view that 6 women tag teams will be facing in the Elimination Chamber, and the winner will be the first WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. She then debuts the belts, which look pretty cool if I may say. She then announces her guest, Paul Heyman. Heyman talks about the opponents in the Fatal 4-Way later tonight, and they're interrupted by Otis from Heavy Machinery, who seems to take a liking to Alexa Bliss. And then we go to our main event, Fatal 4-Way, Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor, John Cena, and Baron Corbin. This is a pretty good match. Chaos abound, pretty much, as most of these Fatal 4-Ways go. Everybody pretty much took a pounding, including Balor, Cena, and McIntyre from Baron Corbin with a steel chair. But in the end, Finn Balor got the coup de grace on John Cena and got the pin. After the match, John Cena took to the microphone and gives props to Finn Balor, which brings up a question, will we see Demon Balor at the Royal Rumble against Brock Lesnar? Leave a comment down below what you think is going to happen at the Royal Rumble. All in all, this is an okay Raw. I mean, some of the matches were One match we really could have done without. But if I were to say the high points was the triple threat match, the Fatal 4-Way, and the announcement of the Women's Tag Team Championships. But that'll do it for this episode of Raw Recap. Leave a comment down below what you thought of tonight's Raw, what you thought of this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe. I've been Fatalroadie. You've been awesome. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, if it's too loud, you're too old. See ya.